handy director, which also has the milestones up here, which I find a little bit annoying because you have to hold the button, it doesn't toggle. Like, why can't it toggle? Anyway, this is the only mission we can do, there's nothing else in the whole solar system right now. And it must be completed solo. Oh, the other cool thing, check this out. I'm in my menu during a loading screen, and I'm not getting kicked out.
I swear to God.
I still have, like, all my cool stuff. My warlock, though.
You sure you want to do this? That shard
I'll pop this fire team medallion, I guess.
Dead zone.
We have to.
Get disgusting.
It doesn't
experience.
benefit you right
It's
now.
a sign.
Yeah, a sign that says dead zone.
We only get it from strikes, public events, and the Crucible, man.
Oh well. They're pretty cheap. Do I have well rested? Right, Paragon. I do not have well rested.
You know, I've been all over the EDZ.
It's like, I don't know if it's daily or weekly, but
like a dark haunted
you get an
forest.
experience bonus for the first 3 levels.
But non-guardians
After it
aren't
comes into
supposed
effect.
to leave the city.
There's a small gap in the wall. Hard to see, but it's there. Here's the thing about city rules. They stop applying once you leave
I'll
the
also
city.
be able to show off the new level up system shortly.
Which I really like.
It's definitely a little bit more interesting. It gives you some marginal control over how you build your character. Although, once you get everything unlocked, you actually have less control over how you build your character.
Unfortunately.
Hawthorne, can you hear us?
I hope that when the expansion comes out, they patch it so that you can cross different perks over. Because I find the subclass is quite bland right now.
You hear something?
Because you have to
They are
be
kind
one
of.
or the other.
The fallen.
So, that's one of the complaints I have with Destiny 2, is the subclasses are a bit bland because we have so little control over how we set up the perks. I like the new perks on the subclasses. They're very themey, and the perks that you're forced to take in a package have great synergy. But there would be some that would just be amazing if you cross between the two.
Yeah. Oh, that's possibly part of the reason why you can't.
It might be, but it's not like only one person could do it if it were the case.
Oh yeah.
I get the Pariah, which is
Which is
marginally
great.
better than Lost and Found.
I like the Pariah.
It's not bad.
The shard of the traveler. This is it. Right out of our vision.
On my Hunter, I'm going to keep all this early mission gear, but everyone else just dismantles it. And that's just a function of my Hunter doing it last. Yeah, the Pariah is pretty good. I think these equipment drops are scripted, so that you get a full set of refugee gear. If you kill all the enemies. got my IC medal. Cheeky bugger. Looks like we have a moment to put this new gear on. Because we bought some gear before we headed out, we should get slightly better rolls on the level of this gear compared to if you didn't buy gear before you came out. You get gear so fast at this point in the game, it actually doesn't matter. I just want to make things ever so slightly easier for the stream. Because after that XCOM episode, I feel like I deserve a little bit of a break from hardship. And if you didn't watch my XCOM stream from this week, I encourage you to do so. It is quite inspiring and also, like, mortifying at the same time. The new enemy type, the Wretch, pretty interesting. Their, like, hunter class guys aren't too special because they already had units that did that. But the arc spears that the Wretches have some interesting moves. Do Vandals still turn invisible now that they have that other class?
Yes.
So I can never keep straight who I kill them in. This kind of happens. Don't worry. It's not all going to be this easy.
I think we scared them away.
See, I have time for a quick gear swap before the next thing happens. Made it just in time. So that tiny fissure is the most important thing in the game.
This is why we were led here. I haven't been as close to the traveler's light since... Do you feel it? Hold on to your helmet.
My power level is over 9,000.
The light is back. We're back. Eyes out, Guardian.
And now we have Sentinel, which in Destiny 1, Defender ended up being my favorite.
Let's light 'em up.
It's pretty fun right now. Especially since we have infinity of it. You can also blast with our super. I'm not sure if it drains it more quickly or not, but in this specific situation, doesn't matter. And I'd have to say this is probably more fun than the Warlock, because you get the Dawn Blade here, but you have no perks for it, so it basically just misses everything all around. Doesn't cause additional explosions, doesn't track. Does not give a singular flex.
I don't know why everyone's saying they have such issues with the Dawn Blade. I personally don't have the issue with it.
It's really good when you have perks on it, but just when you start, like the Titan with the shield melee tracks, and I assume there's some tracking assist on Hunter as well.
For melee tracking, yeah.
But the Dawn Blade, when you have no perks on it, no, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't track, but I never had any problems with it not tracking. Maybe I'm just used to not having tracking since I played Shadowstalker and Destiny 1 so much.
That had such heavy tracking, though.
Not with Quiver. The tracking was actually a lot lower if you were using Quiver.
But unless you're playing Crucible, why would you ever use Quiver?
Because sometimes in, oh god. In fucking PvE, having the extra shots was good.
Pretty much, I always ran the Black Hole build because it kept them locked down so much longer.
Where did I come down at? Ah, it was over here. There it is.
Anyway, I believe that's all the expository banter. Now we can see other players.
Yeah, you have to give me a second before joining you.
These blue quests
It's you.
are milestones.
You and I walked together as the tower burned. And now, here you stand.
Shax has a lot
Your
to
light
say.
burns a path before us. And on that path, I see many battles ahead of you. Battles only you can win. The crucible of Lord Shax will prepare you. In my arena, should a Titan stand in your way, crush him. If a hunter confronts you, break her blade. If a warlock speaks, feed him his words. There is only one path to victory, Guardian. See you on the battlefield.
He's very passionate, though.
I love the one about the Warlock. Feed him his words. It's great.
Now, I'm not going to use this reputation on this character, because we wouldn't get anything useful out of it.
Well, look at you.
So we'll just proceed
You
with the
got
main
your
scenario.
life back. I don't know how you did it, but I'm glad. Because we're gonna need it. There are a lot more survivors out
What
there.
it does do is make
We
it so
need
when
our
you
help.
hit level 20, you
We gotta
can
get
just
the
come
word
pick
out
up
that
a
the
piece
farm
of
is
purple
a
armor.
safe haven. I sent a friend into the EDZ a few hours
Yeah.
ago to set up a comm network.
Or I could get higher level gear
His
on my
name's
Warlock,
Devrim
which
Kay.
will
Good guy.
let my other classes
Great
get
shot.
higher level gear
Don't tell
faster.
him I said that. If you give him
I'm
a
not sure that
hand,
works. I haven't,
I'd take it
I haven't
first.
successfully tried infusing a piece of hunter gear to a piece of warlock gear. It still looks like that.
Well, it looks like when you infuse something, if you use the same type, like if you have a submachine gun, you have to infuse a submachine gun into it, but it doesn't matter whether it's energy or kinetic. It just has to be a higher level. I'm gonna guess that the armor just works like it did before.
I hope so.
Also, we're gonna upgrade our gear again, really quick.
Catch you later.
Didn't want to purchase. It making only have one. I don't know.
So, to go off, stop talking about Destiny for a second. That sounds a little weird.
I'm hearing a lot of chatter about your
finally
plan.
get down to the ravine and build a staircase down
Wish
there
I'd
for
had
you.
that years ago.
Splendid.
I'm also working on redirecting the lava.
As long as you don't destroy it. So this is the level up system. You use upgrade points to buy your perks. We have to buy this one first. The game won't let us buy anything else. It's also gated by level.
Did you want to talk to me?
So it pretty much guides you on which perks you have to get. But you don't have to get them right away. Like if you're in the middle of a mission, you can just keep doing the mission. You don't have to worry about it too much. So all the superfluous gear, let's dismantle it.
We shall unravel that which is
I think the Dreamer's Mark is exclusive too.
It is.
Stuff's worth a fair amount of glimmer for what it is. Alright, so now we can go to the European Dead Zone public area. And look at this map. It looks so much smaller than a Destiny 1 map, even though it's still the same circular motif. But it's huge. And there's also some other things about it that I like a lot more. Like, for example, you can pull up the map in